What's going on, guys? It's your boy V from Superline. In today's video, I'm going to be covering packaging for your clothing brand. Packaging is one of the most important ways to elevate your brand experience. If you've ever shopped with Louis Vuitton or other luxury brands, you've probably noticed how good their unboxing experience is. It's the packaging that increases the perceived value of an item. This allows luxury brands to charge a higher price. Obviously, these luxury brands have a huge brand name and a reputation, but the packaging definitely helps. Now, I know everyone here isn't trying to build the next Louis Vuitton or luxury brand. However, I think there's some packaging essentials that every brand should have. The first thing on my list is a clear poly bag. If you've ever purchased clothing online, you probably noticed that your garment came in some clear plastic wrap. Here's an example of what a clear poly looks like. So some brands will actually have this with no writing on it at all, just a clear plastic poly. But as you can see, this one says windbreaker cargo pants, and it also even says the size and the brand. So clear polys add an extra layer of protection when you're shipping out your garments and also give off a higher perceived value. If you receive a garment that isn't in a clear plastic poly, it gives off the vibe that it's not brand new and it's been used. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. I think when you receive something in a clear plastic poly, you get that vibe that it's brand new, nobody's touched it, it's never been opened. It's really an essential in my books when you start your clothing brand and you're really trying to elevate your brand experience. So you can actually find these clear polys all over the internet, from places like Amazon Business if you're looking for a little better pricing. If you're buying a lot of them, I recommend going to Uline. And if you're just starting out, you can even get these at Superline Wholesale. And if you want to take it one step further, you could go with my personal favorite, which are frosted polys, which look a little like this. In my opinion, frosted polys give an even more premium feel to your brand. When you're building your packaging experience, honestly, Google is your best friend. So there's places online like Alibaba or even other websites where you can create custom clear polys. Also, everything I talk about in this video, I'm going to try to link in the description. So check that out as well. But yeah, honestly, any clear poly in my books is an essential for your clothing brand. The next essential I have after a clear poly is a Polymailer. And if you've ordered anything online, your package probably came in one of these. So the reason a lot of companies ship with a Polymailer instead of a box is because it's cheaper and it's a lot easier and more efficient to package your clothing. Polymailers are really tough and strong for protecting your garments. They're also weatherproof, which is why you see nearly every brand using one to ship out their garments. It's a lot more cost efficient, it's easier to ship stuff out versus assembling a box, and they're good quality. I highly advise you to use Polymailers when shipping out clothes for your brand. And yeah, to be honest with you guys, our Polymailers are actually from Uline, so you guys could go to Uline directly, order in bulk, pay a cheaper price, or you could order less quantity, no paperwork, order them from Superline. And then, as I said, you could also get these on Amazon Business. There's really a lot of places that sell Polymailers. These are just some off the top of my head. And just as I was previously talking about frosted polys, if you kind of want to take the standard Polymailer to the next level, I recommend getting a custom Polymailer made. So this is what a lot of brands do, like Nike. I'm pretty sure Amazon has their own custom Polymailer as well. And it's essentially like the Polymailer I just showed you guys, but imagine your logo's on it or you have some text. This is just a little way to elevate your brand experience even more. So when your customer receives your package in the mail, they can already tell it's from your brand without even opening it. I know there's definitely people on Alibaba and other websites that offer custom Polymailers. You can even find these types of people at trade shows. They'll actually come to clothing trade shows and the only thing that they sell is the packaging, which is kind of cool. And then I know there's other websites too, like Sticker Mule, that also offer this service. I know they charge a little bit more of a premium, but it's definitely the easiest way to get a custom Polymailer made. But yeah, regardless, I think the bare minimum is just using a Polymailer to ship out your garments. You kind of need them to start shipping out your garments, so I thought I'd throw that in this video as well. Okay, so I was just talking about Sticker Mule and custom Polymailers, but that got me thinking about stickers. And I think stickers are a really obvious way to elevate your brand experience more. Some people could say it's a little gimmicky, like you don't see Louis Vuitton or Dior throwing in stickers. Actually, I don't really buy from those brands a lot, so I don't know, they could throw in stickers. But when I think of including stickers in your packaging, I think of brands like Supreme, Palace, just like OG streetwear staples. I really think throwing in stickers is a great way to get your brand out there. People will just stick your sticker on their Mac, their water bottle. I'm literally looking at stickers on my Mac as I'm talking to you guys right now. So yeah, I think stickers are a really inexpensive way to elevate your brand experience. It also helps with marketing and just getting more eyeballs on your logo or your design. But yeah, honestly, if you have a place local to you, you would be surprised how many of these local places sell stuff like stickers. So yeah, that's just another essential I wanted to throw into this video. Another essential, in my opinion, are hang tags. And to be honest with you guys, I don't think hang tags are like super necessary, but I do think they add a nice touch to your brand. I'm going to put a picture of a hang tag right over here so you guys know what I'm talking about. But essentially, you could order these tags in bulk, and then you could use something called a tag gun, and you could tag all of your garments so they have a nice custom hang tag. After this, I'll show you guys a really cool hang tag example that I've personally done. Also, one thing I wanted to add is if you ever want to get into retail, so you want to get your clothes into a PacSun, a Zumiez, an Urban Outfitters, or even local stores around your area, you're gonna need some hang tags. And I know different stores might have different requirements. They might have their own hang tags they put on your garments. But overall, if you're gonna put your clothes into retail, hang tags are a necessity. Okay, so now that we got the main basic packaging out of the way, I wanted to move more into creative packaging. So there are some brands out there that have really grown exponentially just due to their packaging experience. Like, I've seen some crazy stuff on TikTok, from people putting their shirts in mason jars, cans. I've even seen brands wrap their shirts like Chipotle burritos. And yeah, that just goes to show you how creative you can get with your packaging. I think packaging is a really underrated way to make your brand stand out and really get your name out there. I also came across this video from Transfer Express from a few years ago. The video looks like it was made in 2005, but I'm gonna link it in the description. They go over like 20 different packaging ways for your clothing brand, and I think it's a good video to watch just to get your creative juices flowing. And if you're still watching the video, you've probably seen this cool Eggo box with a t-shirt on it. So let me go ahead and grab that for y'all. So this is actually packaging for my clothing brand that I used to run really heavily before joining Superline. So the story behind this box is we actually manufactured a waffle knit tee. Let me show you guys the shirt so it makes a little bit more sense. So as you guys can see, this shirt is actually like a waffle knit material. I'll put it really close to the camera so you guys can kind of see. So as you guys can see, that shirt was a waffle knit material, and we actually dropped these right around when waffle shirts were like becoming the wave. And my team was basically thinking like, how are we going to stand out to all these people selling waffle knit shirts? Just like you with your brand, if you're just screen printing a basic design on a shirt, how are you really standing out? Is it your content, your packaging, your message? It could honestly be a lot of things, but for us, somebody had the idea of creating a literal Eggo waffle box for our waffle shirt, which I thought was a great idea. But yeah, the details on this box is crazy. I'm gonna throw some footage on the screen for you guys right now. But we even have nutrition facts, which I thought was pretty funny. So we have the material of the shirt, the color, the washing instructions. We have a QR code with our logo that links to our Instagram. So I'm actually gonna unbox this to show you guys too, but we made it so the box is kind of like an Apple box. So if you guys have ever bought an iPhone and you know when you lift the top of the box and it has that suction feeling. So we did that very intentionally, so the box slides out. And then as you guys can see, we're using a frosted poly just because I think it elevates the brand a lot more. And then when you take the shirt out of the frosted poly, you can actually see the custom hang tags we did. And the hang tags I think are pretty funny. It has our logo, our brand name, and then on the back it has a QR code that says "Don't scan me." And when you scan this, it actually goes to our brand's Instagram. And you can also see that we have tissue paper in here. And that's actually something I forgot to mention earlier. I think tissue paper is something that's so cheap and so small, but it really brings a lot of value to your brand experience. And then if you're wondering how I got these frosted polys, this hang tag, this tissue paper, so everything besides the box is pretty much all from my manufacturer. And you're probably wondering, where did you find a manufacturer? So to be honest with you guys, I found my first manufacturer using Alibaba when I was like 16, 17 years old. And then I went to a trade show called Sourcing Las Vegas, and that's actually where I found the manufacturer that produced these tees. So yeah, no gatekeeping over here. That's how I got the frosted polys and the hang tag. But that being said, I went through revisions with my manufacturer and I told him exactly what I wanted. But yeah, you're probably wondering, how did he make this box? He probably has some super secret connection overseas, which is why he was able to make this. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I made this box on Alibaba. I found a designer on Fiverr or Upwork. I paid a very low price to get the box designed. Obviously, I had my idea and my vision and exactly what I wanted for the box. I then changed the Illustrator file based on the dimensions of the box we were doing. On Alibaba, I found a manufacturer literally by looking up cereal box manufacturer, and then I chatted with them on WeChat, and that's how I made this box. So because we went with this box design, we actually couldn't ship this in a Polymailer. Well, we could, but the box would kind of get ruined, and this box is supposed to be something that you can like sit up in your room that looks cool. And if you guys want the exact manufacturer I used for this box, I talked with E, and I actually have a few of these box and shirts left. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a digital product on Superline Wholesale, and if you guys buy that digital product, you're gonna be getting access to the exact manufacturer I used to create this box. And you're also getting a free sample of this box, which is crazy because this box took a long time to make. When we were working with this manufacturer, we actually went through a lot of iterations. From the finish of the box, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but this is a matte finish versus a glossy finish. We also changed the dimensions of the box. So not only are you guys getting the exact manufacturer, but you're also getting a free sample. I thought it would be a great way to give back and also get rid of some of the extra boxes I have. That being said, I already told you guys how I got the manufacturer, so I literally looked up cereal boxes on Alibaba, but if you want a little shortcut, I'll link this in the description as well. Thank you guys for sticking around till the end of the video. If you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, it helps out our channel a lot. We're really trying to grow this YouTube and help as many people as possible on their clothing brand journey. Feel free to comment down below if you guys have any questions. You know we stay giving y'all free game.